Although Track82 duplicates many of the console and hand paddle functions, most of your interaction with Track82 will involve the work list, the Go button, focus control, dome automation, automation to zenith, stow, and flat from the buttons on the chart, and sometimes the setup menu. Track82 charts the position of the telescope, position of the target currently selected from the work list, zenith distance contours, and observing limits imposed by the dome curtains and North Pier. You'll also find local sidereal time, right ascension, air mass, and so forth. To use Go, RA track must be on. Click on your target in the control room work list and click Go. Enter the dome, hold the Shift key for the entire move, and click Go. During the move, check that the telescope is safe against collision with the pulpits in the bridge. Watch the instrument against collision with the South Pier machinery. Track82 has a safety system, more on that in a bit, but you still need to be vigilant, starting by making sure the bridge and platforms are down all the way before moving anything. Track82 will tell you when it's on target. The best focus value is usually found with the assistance of Guide 82, covered in a separate video, but you can change focus as you wish. The largest step size is 125 milliseconds, which moves the encoder about 100 units. The nudge setting changes focus at the single count level. The set focus facility moves the focus in past the target value and then moves out to land close to target, usually within a few encoder counts. This may avoid the problem of the focus collar setting under its own weight over some period of time after a move. To use dome automation, set the dome azimuth manually within an hour. This obeys our observing restriction that you watch the dome during a move, and then click Follow Telescope. Assuming you are using the control room Track82, engage automation only in the control room and not on the dome Track82. The setup menu items that observers are likely to use include dome azimuth, update zeros, and set instrument. When first starting Track82, you need to give a current dome azimuth in hours. This is covered in the cold start video. To zero the telescope, select a star from the Zenith Star work list and follow Track82's written and verbal instructions. Set instrument configures Track82's safety system and selects the pointing flexure model. Also, this clears the zeros offsets to their defaults, useful if you made a mistake in zeroing the telescope. Track82's safety system prevents collision against the dome pulpits, leveler cables, North Pier, and going over the North Pole. But it can't protect against certain mistakes like leaving the bridge or platforms raised, hitting objects on the platforms, and so forth. Observers who don't use the Go system may try to cross the 6-degree buffer against the curtain limits and piers, which results in Track82 stopping slew and only allowing search, set, and track. If you transgress too far into the buffer zone, Track82 will stop all motion with a warning message about imminent collision. If you get into this trouble, turn off the console and call observing support for help. It's best to use automation whenever possible. For example, when stowing the telescope, use the stow button. It will turn off tracking and move the telescope in such a way as to minimize the risk of dropping the declination preload chain. When going to flat at declination minus 40 degrees, the telescope is in a collision zone. The flat button can get you there safely, but watch for potential collisions at all times and be ready to stop by releasing the shift key.
Stop.